Warm greetings to viewers of Times TV. Well, Republic Day is a special occasion for all of us. It is celebrated in India with great joy and enthusiasm. When I was a kid, I remember we used to celebrate Republic Day with great enthusiasm in our schools. We would hoist national flag, sing patriotic song, distribute sweets, and this was an occasion where we recounted India's achievements over the last 1 year, and I remember feeling immensely proud. We would all resolve to work together to take our nation forward on the path of progress. I think each one of us used the occasion to remind ourselves of the noble objectives that our the leaders had set for us in writing this constitution. In understanding this, one has to first go back and see what Republic Day means for India and for the Indian nationals. This was the day when the people of India gave themselves a constitution that reflects their hopes and aspirations, and these hopes and aspirations were captured in the preamble of the constitution. There the people resolved to constitute India into a sovereign, socialist, secular, democratic republic. They resolved to secure justice, liberty and equality for the people. They also resolved to promote fraternity. These are the objectives that have to be achieved, and I think the people of India aspire to work for achieving these objectives. Well, year 2018 witnessed fresh momentum in our relationship. The highlight, as I mentioned earlier, was Prime Minister's visit to Oman at the invitation of His Majesty Sultan Qaboos. This was a hugely successful visit, and a number of agreements were signed that are aimed at taking our relationship to new height. Following this visit, we have had a series of high-level exchanges. Our Minister of Commerce and Industry visited Oman. The Minister responsible for Defence Affairs of Oman visited India. So all these exchanges have helped us move forward with the implementation of these decisions. On economic front, we have seen many positive developments. There have been several announcements of investments into Oman. You would notice that Indian companies are already among leading investors in Sohar and Salalah, and I have seen a renewed interest among these companies to take advantage of the opportunities that are being offered in Dukum. In fact, as we speak, a high-level delegation from Oman participated in Vibrant Gujarat Summit to explore opportunities for enhanced engagement. In the defense front, again, it was a very active year. We had 30 Indian military vessels visiting Oman, and of course, the highlight was the joint sailing expedition which was undertaken by the Royal Yacht Zinat al-Bihar and Indian yachts to retrace the ancient maritime routes. And even on people-to-people front, cultural cooperation, there were several developments. The embassy organized high-profile events like the Yoga Day, where more than 5,000 people participated. We also did a big event to launch the celebrations to commemorate 150th birth anniversary of Mahatma Gandhi, again where we saw more than 1,500 people participating. So all in all, this was a solid year for the relationship. Well, I would say that first of all, this is an occasion to celebrate together, but this is also an occasion to reflect on what's happening around us. Today, India is undergoing a massive transformation. A new India is taking shape. An India which, if I were to use the words of our Prime Minister, that will be modern and competitive, yet compassionate and caring. An India where basic needs of all its citizens will be realized, be it education, healthcare, housing. An India that seeks growth and development not only for its own citizens but for the entire world. Sabka Saath, Sabka Vikas, that is the motto, which means together we shall prosper. So I invite everyone, first and foremost my fellow Indians, but also the people of Oman, to join us in this journey and benefit from India's growth story. First of all, we deeply appreciate the warm hospitality that has been accorded by the government of Oman under the wise leadership of His Majesty Sultan Qaboos to Indian diaspora. In this brief period of my stay here so far, I am really impressed by the vibrancy of Indian diaspora. They have flourished in Oman. They consider Oman a valued partner. They really cherish their partnership, and they have been contributing significantly to the growth and development of Oman, India, as well as India-Oman relationship. So it would be our endeavor to build upon the strong foundation and use this platform to really take our relationship to a new level. Prior to this assignment, I had visited Oman only once, and that was way back in 2012 on a brief visit. So you can say that this is my first real experience with Oman. And as I stepped out of Muscat airport, the first things that I noticed were the impressive infrastructure, the cleanliness, and the natural beauty of Oman. And then as I started interacting with the people of Oman, with the government functionaries, I have felt the strong feeling of affection and love among people of Oman towards India, and the strong desire of the government of Oman to strengthen ties with India. I would say these sentiments are fully shared by the people and government of India. We would like to work together with everyone in Oman to take our relationship to a new height. When we plan for 2019, we also need to reflect a little bit on 2018. 2018 itself was a great year for India-Oman relationship. The highlight, of course, was Prime Minister's visit. Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi, when he visited Oman at the invitation of His Majesty Sultan Qaboos, and the leaders basically laid out a roadmap for our relationship to expand and to deepen in various areas. So in 2019, our priority number one is to implement the decisions that were taken by the leaders. Our priority would be to strengthen cooperation in existing areas of engagement and to develop cooperation in new areas. And when I say new areas, these areas of course have to reflect the priorities of both the governments. I believe that India can be a strong partner for Oman in all 5 areas that have been identified under the Tanfeed program. I also believe that there are huge opportunities for Omani business waiting in India. As India is growing, as India is expanding, there are huge opportunities for us to work together. So in terms of priorities for 2019, of course, enhancing economic engagement will be a top priority for us. I would also like to work for greater interaction among our youth, because both India and Oman are young nation in terms of the population, the demographics, and I would like the youngsters to take forward this relationship. So we would work towards greater engagement among youth, greater travel. We would of course like to take forward defense cooperation, which has been a key pillar of the strategic partnership. We would like to work closely for the welfare of the Indian community in Oman. And I would say on personal front, I would like to travel more within Oman, because so far I have been able to visit big cities, but I would like to visit all parts of Oman and familiarize myself with the Omani culture, Omani way of life.